Europe's railway is being built by China and Russia, with the intention of becoming the most significant transportation hub in this region of Europe. This is truly a global initiative once the railroad is finished. Less than 3 hours rather than 8 will be required to travel between the two locations. Even while the project may not be a major piece of infrastructure in Europe, it is very important to the nation. Serbia is the location of this railroad. China's railway building has achieved impressive advancements during the last 30 years. The high-speed railway has a distance of approximately 40,000 kilometers, which is enough to round the world, while the overall railway mileage has reached 140,000 kilometers. In line with China's One Belt, One Road program, China has helped a lot of nations create infrastructure which has raised the standard of living for millions. Serbia intends to modernize and renovate the Hungary-Serbia railway route beginning in July 2018. Amazingly, Serbia directly signed a contract worth €943 million with China and Russia instead of launching a tender for this project. However, the European Union has prevented China and Russia from working together to complete a 9.43-year-old railway project in Serbia. They appear to not want Serbia to approach China and Russia too closely. The proposal has also faced widespread opposition in Hungary. During the project's construction, some people questioned its viability. Multiple nations have put pressure on Serbia and Hungary. The leader of Serbia, Jurassic, issued a statement to the public. The old Serbian railway can only travel at a speed of 40 km, which isn't even close to the speed of motorcycles, which is unheard of in modern nations. Delay the speed of trains can be enhanced from 40 kilometers per hour to 200 kilometers per hour to 200 kilometers per hour in collaboration with China and Russia. This has been the long-held ambition of the Serbian people, and under pressure from all walks of life, he will support anything that is good for Serbia and raises the standard of living of the populace. The project was finally put into action and formally completed by the three nations, allowing Serbia to replace its outdated railway system with a modern one. The renovated high-speed rail will stand for Serbia's future. If you are familiar with the history of the Hungary-Serbia railway, you will understand why Serbia is unafraid of international pressure to make reform. The old road was initially constructed towards the end of the 19th century, although it only traveled at a rate of 40 kilometers per hour on average. The fastest high-speed rail now operates at 490 kilometers per hour, which is 120 kilometers per hour faster than the international standard. Terrible for a nation's freight transportation, which significantly reduces the capacity of transportation and significantly impedes the growth of the economy. The previous rail services weren't trustworthy. Failures and delays on the trains were frequent. It took 4 to 5 hours to drive back and forth between the two cities, which wasted a lot of time due to the difficult commuters' work schedules. Serbia serves as a crucial hub for communication between the European Union, Turkey, and Russia. Serbia was previously a war-torn and destroyed nation. However, after 1992, Serbia was disintegrated, and the damage to the country's industries and economy was far worse. Consequently, the service sector is the key driver of their economy. The country's capacity to withstand risks is particularly inadequate due to the significant concentration of service industries. Serbia is eager to grow its manufacturing and technology sectors and become a powerful nation. The country feels that it is time to upgrade the railway because both the Hungarians and the Serbs have a troubled past. Hungary, Belgrade, the capital of Serbia, and Budapest, the capital of Hungary, are connected by the 350-kilometer-long Serbia Railway. The BNO railway segment in Serbia is the railroad that China and Russia jointly constructed. The Belgrade-Novi Sad part is divided into two pieces, the Old Pessoa section and the Old Pessoa-Nova Sad section, with a combined length of 80 kilometers. A Russian business built the portion. The train was constructed in Switzerland, while the monitoring apparatus was the responsibility of a German corporation. The improved railroad will become a dual-use railroad, the Hungary-Serbia Railways. Serbia-Belgrade-Novi Sad segment held a grand inauguration ceremony on March 19, 2020. The train can go between 120 and 200 kilometers per hour, which is 5 times faster than the previous speed, and it can transport both people and cargo. It is a part of a high-speed rail system. After the entire route is open to traffic, the travel time between Belgrade, the largest city, and nobody mentioned the second largest city, is cut in half, from 90 minutes to 33 minutes. With a cost of about 3 Serbian dinars, or roughly $2.5, people can travel more efficiently by more than 50s, making this the most advantageous railway route in all of Europe. A brand new train station with roomy lounges and a play area for kids. From the overall concept to the specifics of the train, there are various sorts of Wi-Fi available, and the internet speeds are fairly quick. No matter if it's the camera, the indicator screen, or the luggage rack, Serbia will have the most advanced rail system in Europe by 2025 if it keeps developing at current rate. It is virtually on par with China's high-speed rail. Following the completion of the Hungary-Serbia Railway, the complete railway line will be put into service. Less than 3 hours will pass between Budapest, the capital of Hungary, and Belgrade, the capital of Serbia. Rebuilding and modernizing the Hungary-Serbia Railway can enhance travel for locals along the route, foster social and economic advancement, improve connectivity between the two countries, and increase economic and trade exchanges and collaboration. How, therefore, did the Chinese builders upgrade and revitalize the Hungary-Serbia Railway? In actuality, the China-Europe Railway Express gave a Jurassic the chance to resolutely insist on working with China. An intermodal train called the China-Europe Railway Express travels between China and Europe, as well as other nations along the Belt and Road. Since 2020, the China Railway Express has been successful in ensuring the safety of the supply chain and industrial network that have been impacted by the pandemic. While it is no longer easy to go by sea or air, the China-Europe Freight Railway nevertheless has an impact. In comparison to sea and air transportation, high stability, cheap cost, and great operating efficiency, the China-Europe freight train offers a lower transportation cost and a shorter travel time, making it an excellent choice for goods that require extensive shipping, high volume, and strict timeliness. How, therefore, did the Chinese builders upgrade and revitalize the Hungary-Serbia Railway? In actuality, the China-Europe Railway Express gave a Jurassic the chance to resolutely insist on working with China. An intermodal train called the China-Europe Railway Express travels between China and Europe as well as other nations along the Belt and Road. Since 2020, the China Railway Express has been successful in ensuring the safety of the supply chain and industrial network that have been impacted by the pandemic. While it is no longer easy to go by sea or air, the China-Europe Freight Railway nevertheless has an impact. In comparison to sea and air transportation, high stability, cheap cost, and great operating efficiency, the China-Europe freight train offers a lower transportation cost and a shorter travel time, making it an excellent choice for goods that require extensive shipping, high volume, and strict timeliness. The China-Europe Railway Express has so far unlocked 82 lines which can connect to the majority of European nations and cities. Food, clothing, housing, and transportation are all included in the list of things that can be moved. And there are 53 groups with more than 15,000 different types. The enormous Chinese market offers Europe tremendous commercial potential, and many European businesses use the China Europe Railway Express to export their products to. Sales of European goods have increased. Therefore, logically, there is no longer a concern about money. Serbia has long been aware of how the China-Europe Railway Express affects trade in Europe. He has also witnessed the significant changes that China's infrastructure has brought about. The economy of several nations have long been improved by China's international projects along the Belt and Road. In order to keep up, they have been preparing by constructing railroads, creating their own economy, and altering the status quo. A portion of the Serbian railway is already open for business this year, with 1140 trains running on average 38 times daily between Belgrade and Nobody Stated, carrying about 1,700 people. A brief segment of the Serbian railroad, although it won't fundamentally alter the nation's infrastructure, it is noteworthy since it is the first phase of a broader plan to transform Serbia into a cutting-edge transportation center for the 21st century in Southeast Europe. This railway is also a fantastic example of a cooperative, multinational endeavor to unite people from various nations. Numerous Serbian projects, in addition to this railway, are carried out with Chinese assistance. There will be expressways and new railway plans to work with China in the future. China can now enter Serbia without a visa, making it the only such country in all of Europe. China and Serbia now trade for $5 billion along with Russia. After the EU prohibited all flights from the EU, Serbia observed a sharp rise in Russian travelers, which is not a positive development. China is actively moving its infrastructure toward Europe. China secured the contract for the Swedish subway extension project at the beginning of 2020. One of Sweden's most prestigious modern structures is home to the longest underground art gallery in the world. To demonstrate their confidence in Chinese infrastructure, they only need to hand the project over to China